we're here in LA. I've never been to LA, so take a little trip of the city and see what we've got going on here. So the reason that I'm here in LA is to go to SolidWorks World 2017. If you guys don't know what that is, SolidWorks is the CAD software that Perception Engineering actually uses for a lot of our mechanical designs and a lot of our customers use. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning and the city's about starting to wake up. There's a bunch of cars out already, but the conference starts in about 45 minutes, so plenty of time to get over there. This is another one of my efforts to get out there and start networking more and getting from behind the desk and learning more about software and how we can better serve our customers. Today is the reason I say day 0 is because it's actually like registration day, and then there's a couple events and networking opportunities, so that's why I came a little bit early. The people that come to this event are staying at the hotels right connected to the convention center. I am staying at an Airbnb apartment about a mile down the street, which isn't a bad walk and a chance to enjoy the city. This is an event that I've never really gone to before. I'm not really sure what to expect, but Steven down here? Got it. Right here? Perfect. Focus mostly my support on SolidWorks installations, large scale, from small scale to large scale, problems, troubleshooting, all that stuff.
Troubleshooting tips and tools for those of you who are already using the products. I'll give you some of my advice. It's a very high level thing. Also some tools that are available to help you troubleshoot any problems that you may run into.
The number one issue is a user-specific issue. So when you have a user-specific issue, what are some angles you can approach it at? Try a new profile. Check if permissions are the issue.
The first thing really that I want to mention is, regardless of what we've learned here today and what we've gone through today, nothing beats a plan. Okay? Whether it's installation, whether it's deployment, a plan is always the best place to start. So be prepared. So clear winner there in here, so we'll make sure we do more of that next year. I'm not sure overall rating as a CAD Managers Workshop. All right, who is that? Come on.
Just wrapped up the CAD Managers Bootcamp at SolidWorks World, day 0. It's pretty beneficial. It was about 4 hours of just talking about CAD designer or the CAD manager's role and some new things in 2017 and just some features with how to make sure you're getting the most out of the performance of your software, and also just some tips and tricks as to implementations. Now that that's wrapped up, running over back to the apartment quick, grab some lunch. And they have like a Super Bowl networking party lined up, so hopefully you're going to make it to that and get a chance to shake some hands and get to know some people while we're down here.
Damn.
Turn into points here in Super
does is it comes over, imagine a new sheet of paper, right? And this build box is right here, right underneath this. Sheet of paper comes over, prints it. Just a standard two-dimensional inkjet cartridge, right? You'll be able to cut right on that inkjet. Comes in, glues it, right? Heavily glues the part itself, lightly glues all the shit. But you could also make it color if you want. So I could print inside of this desks and chairs, but we're not that.
So something like this is probably hollow.
It's not hollow.
Hello. Great, how are you? I guess it's not too bad. I'm from Michigan, Grand Rapids area, so it's snowing there. So. Beautiful weather in LA for SolidWorks World Day 1.
This is only going back.
Yeah.
Go up, sit on the corner. I want to feel like a WWE entrance. Fuck off, that's Jumbo! Ladies
and gentlemen, please welcome your host for SolidWorks World, Tracy Wilson.
Next in the SolidWorks product line, and you'll see some presentations, and we will introduce some innovations that we have never done before.
What do you mean exactly? Well, what we have behind here is exactly what we were looking at the screen. Now, I want you to feel this. Don't hurt yourself, but I want you to feel right here, yes or no, is that real metal?
This is what we do in SolidWorks. We create our designs. But over a period of time, now these designs are getting complex day by day. For that, we actually do this edit workflows where you can slowly migrate a design from a stage to another stage.
So the next 45 minutes, 50 minutes, we're going to talk about mechanism synthesis. So I think there should be positions, defining positions on variable dimensions. They've already done variable dimensions.
Joining us on the last session of the day, I think I'm all that's standing between you and beer and wine later on, which is obviously the most important part. We're going to go through a bit of the market. We're going to see why it's important, why companies should be adopting it, why you should be looking at it. How many of you are already working with VR in some shape or form today? Yeah, a few hands around.
And what you can see here, so I don't know if you have tried those or not, so I'm explaining everything from scratch. Here, when I'm moving, what you can see, the black, everything about the navigation, you've got some tools to zoom. So for example, if you want to have a better look at that part, you can easily zoom. And, oh, okay, this one I didn't see when I was on SolidWorks. I didn't see that there were a gap here. So I can easily zoom in. And for example, we've got some tools to make some rapid measurements. So on the side here, you've got the measurements displayed. And okay, I've got that distances here that was not in the specification of the model.
Yeah, the 170s at 10 by 10. So just wrapping up the first day of SolidWorks World 2017. Great time. I got to know a few people. Also got the opportunity to attend 4 different breakout sessions, and we also had a general session today, learning new things about not only the software that we currently have and we use, but new add-ons and different partners that we can maybe potentially utilize in the future. Heading out to SolidWorks World Day 2. Morning. No sunshine in LA.
So let's take a look at this year's nominees.
He looks good in a pair of cool sunglasses, and he runs the SolidWorks user group of Paramount.
To give you a little background, NASA has made the planet Mars a priority since the mid-90s. And they've had a lot of mission successes. The next one is Mars 2020. That's a roving mission on the surface of Mars. There's a lot that goes into a mission, from the launch, to the cruise, to the 7 minutes of terror as it enters the atmosphere, and then finally the multiple-year mission on the surface.
The robots battling out today were designed, created, manufactured by student teams from the National Robotics League. To kick things off, I'd like to introduce you to the Director of SolidWorks Education and my co-host for Robo Rumble, Marie Plancher. Marie, we are in Korea, ready to rock it! Rumble!
Well, here comes Massacre. It looks like the weapon is actually slowing, maybe a strategy on their part, Mark.
Snowboard has turned on their weapon. They have a spinning beater in front of their...
Oh, that's a hit on the wall. I don't know if that was meant. Oh! Amazing hit. Snowboard is inverted.
But they can still drive inverted. That's amazing design on their part.
Oh! That hit almost actually helped them. That is looking... Here comes weapon, the weapon. An amazing hit. It looks like there are pieces missing off a Massacre. Both robots showing damage. The horizontal full body spinner against the drum spinner. Oh! Still being driven by a 13-year-old girl, showing she knows what she's doing.
She's been driving robots since she was 8.
Stover.
All 3 robots are still moving, which is incredible still.
Bumper's still trying to show.
Oh, and there goes the top.
So kind of just to get us started, we're going to talk about what exactly is DriveWorks.
Inside SolidWorks, which is exactly what I want. And I want to go in and start capturing some information. Now, another little tip here is I do want to turn off, under my Features tab, this Instant 3D. What I can do next is I can start pulling in features and dimensions from this part. And the easiest way to do that...
You can see as from the title, Design for Additive Manufacturing, photopolymerization, and I say SLA, DLP, and clip there. As you'll notice, I am from Carbon, so I do have some experience in DLP and SLA, but I'll really be focusing on the clip side of it today. So I'm the head of production development at Carbon, and that means that I try to get our customers to go from prototyping into production with, yes, a 3D printer, additive manufacturing. When the part moves up, it's gone from really close to the window to up higher.
My name is Kamal El Reyes. I've been with SolidWorks now for almost 12 years. I work on the strategy team, and our job is to kind of help figure out where SolidWorks should go over the next 5 to 10 years. But the reason we launched the entrepreneurship track at SolidWorks World is because we believe that our users obviously are very creative people and they're very technical people. They have great ideas all the time. But maybe wonder about, how do I turn an idea into a business? How do I, what is a startup? What's involved in launching a startup?
I guess when I first got this job, I used to say, I'm lazy, I would do like this, just to save time. But it's not really laziness, it's efficiency. Because If you guys look, this is what my life used to be before I became an application engineer with Trimax. I got to do things like this, and they all look the same. And it was annoying because you would just keep redoing them over and over again. I have to lay out new CNC files and run them, and it became cumbersome. So I decided that I would start trying to come up with ways that I wouldn't have to redraw these things all the time. There's a lot of different ways to make configurations. I do a lot of presenting at user groups and user group summits, so this is where I get that kind of data from, and of course, clients that I visit.
The question you want to ask yourself is, can you do this with an experiment model, right? In an experimental test, you only have data points at the, say, the inlets, and then the flow rates maybe on each one of the legs.
You can see we have the regular photopolymer, flexible resin, castable, and we have these three resin right now. And we will announce the biomedical resin, the orthodontical resin, so FDA approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is the build volume on this?
The build volume is here 5x5x7 centimeters. Yeah.
Any questions for you?
What do you got going on?
Got a made in Germany FDM printer here.
What programming software? Do you have your own programming software then?
Nope, we use Simplify 3D.
Okay. Familiar.
You're running 3D printers now?
Yeah, we use Simplify. Yeah.
Very good. What printers do you have?
We're using Lulzbot, Taz, we have Ultimaker.
Decent, yeah. You got a bunch of them.
FlashForge, and then we have a Robo 3D. Yeah,
holy shit! What do you do?
New product development. Another rainy evening in LA. Heading to a networking event tonight, and that'll wrap up day 2. Good training sessions today. Learned some SolidWorks tips and tricks. So, yeah, overall great day.
That we had too much of a monopoly over the industry, so they cut all that off. But this is modeled after the one in Times Square that's actually still there today, but it's now a Hard Rock Cafe. But it still has that Paramount
Haas building?
Steven?
Yep. There's a Haas building where we're staying in. It's about a mile walk to the LA Convention Center. So take you guys on that walk and then show you a little around the convention center when we get there. About 6:30 in the morning conference. The breakfast starts at 7, so I try to get there right at 7. The city's busy this morning. Typically I just take an Uber in, but it's a nice enough day. We're gonna walk today. So today is day 3 of SolidWorks World 2017. It's been a good event so far. Long days. They usually get in for breakfast at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and then you have general session. They usually have a couple speakers and talk a little bit about SolidWorks and kind of what's going on. Today I know they're going to be covering what's new for 2018, which is going to be pretty sweet. And then after that you have a technical session, which is a training session, going over whatever topics you choose. There's hundreds of them you can pick from. And then lunch, and then a couple more training sessions. So all in all, you go to 4 or 5 different training sessions. They have also what they call the Partners Pavilion, basically expo, where they have all the SolidWorks partners there. You have all your hardware and software partners. And then in the evenings, they typically have a reception or a networking event type thing, which last night they had it at Paramount Studios, which was pretty cool. They gave tours, and that went till about 11 o'clock in the evening. So they're actually setting up for the Grammys right now at the Staples Center, so that's blocked off. Once you start getting closer to the event, you start seeing people with lanyards and SolidWorks users or partners. There's a little over 5,000 of us here, so last night at the event they had to bus us from the convention center about a half hour down the street. Talked to a lot of people that did hotels and stuff, and man, Airbnb sounds like the way to go. I mean, this walk is not bad at all. Literally go down one street and take a left and you're right there at the convention center. Also, it's a lot better price, and we get, the amenities of a kitchen. And day 3 of SolidWorks World 2017. Here we go. So this is one of the side entrances to Los Angeles Convention Center. There's 3 floors of meeting rooms, and it's where they do the technical sessions. Got here pretty early, exactly 7 o'clock right now, so it's a little quiet in this area. It'll get busier once we get towards the breakfast. So then at each of the conference areas where they're doing the training, they'll have a TV set up telling you what's going on in that training session. This is the South Hall where they have registration. 2nd floor, they have a little coffee shop and networking area. If you're looking to set up meetings, all that SolidWorks room. If you go to the right, that's where the general session is, where they have the morning events, and then to the left is the Partner Pavilion, and then behind the Partner Pavilion area is a walkthrough for breakfast this morning. And day 3 is a little quieter than normal. Well, 7:38 now. The general session starts here in 20 minutes. We had an opportunity to do a quick tour of the building here before, as it is the last day. So people actually start lining up for the general session like 45 minutes before it actually starts, and then run in as fast as they can to try and get a good seat. Yeah, today they're going to be rolling out some more information on 2018, which is going to be pretty cool. So. I feel like there's plenty of seats for everyone, but
it's all coming at you to keep you up to date on everything that's cool, amazing, and innovative in engineering and design.
I'm Jim Ring. I'm half owner of the Ring Brothers. I'm Mike Ring, the other half owner of the Ring Brothers. The 69 Camaro we have behind us, actually the name of the car is G-code.
G-code is really a language that, you know, our computers talk to our machines with. It's SolidWorks CAM.
With all of the machining that went into this car, almost every single component, we thought it was appropriate to call this car G-code. You know, that's kind of a testament to what these tools can do for you.
File management capabilities of PDM Professional, but add some advanced features to manage project timelines and resources, more complex business processes, higher level of item management, and it also has some nice dashboards and reports that give you access to that critical information. It's going to be an easy upgrade from PDM Professional with no data migration, similar easy install experience as SolidWorks products, next, done, connect your PDM vaults, and above all, it's going to be very easy to use.
So this is the model, the phase one part that we give you. So as I mentioned before, we give you a drawing, we ask you to sit down and model the part. Then we'll give you a change to make that part.
What did you think of the contest this year?
It's been fabulous, Tracy. You know, it seems like only a few moments ago I was up on that stage myself.
Symmetric relations are captured and maintained, giving you visualization of the complete shape through refining design. Now you can build in all the design intent you need right from the start. The result can be manipulated and modified just like any other sketch, and then used to create regular features, just like these pockets.
And what about this new assembly progress bar? You can now see exactly where SolidWorks is getting up to, getting your design sorted out.
Oh, that's nice. So now you know how long it's going to take.
Yeah, man, top banana. SolidWorks tells you how long it took to load it last time, so you can go in, you know, maybe do something useful like, or make a coffee or trim that stupid beard of yours.
There's me, you cheeky monkey. Does that link do what I think it does?
Now that's sure to be a real crowd pleaser. Emma, what do you think?
That was excellent.
Let's take a look at this snowblower that me and my cousin Jim Bob have been working on. We need to add a new assembly that's in step format. And with 3D interconnect, we can now directly insert a whole bunch of new neutral file formats like step, IGES, ACES, and even JT. And once they're inserted, they're treated just like any other SolidWorks file, meaning we can easily make it into place without worrying about creating any files on disk. Now, we can make this pulley that my cousin Betty Jo designed in that other CAD program, which, speaking of, we now also support new types of geometry for, such as curves and unconsumed sketches from other CAD programs and neutral files.
Before we start, let's do a quick audience poll. Who's paid to use SolidWorks here? We just want to make sure we have the right users. Okay, so for the record, 10 people out of 32 are paid to use SolidWorks. So for those of you who actually want to get the job done, the time that you spend playing with SolidWorks. So what I'm doing, in case you're curious, I get customers who would call us saying we need to double our productivity. What training should my people get? And I say, I have no idea what training they need. Let us come in, spend a day or two with your people, trying to learn from you what type of products you do, how you want to use SolidWorks. Then we find the bottlenecks, design a custom program, plan, and implement it. And the productivity goes more than double. But I want to tell you something. We are really lucky today, because in this hands-on presentation, you're not going to have just me. Hands-on is all about hands-on. I want to introduce you my colleagues from Job and Technologies.
All right, SolidWorks World, been fun. See you next year.